I mean, one of the things I love about the mystery genre, it contains a whole spectrum of different types of stories. And so with the first movie, kind of a cozy Agatha Christie whodunit. Second one was a big, broad comedy blowout vacation movie, vacation mystery. And so with this one, it is Edgar Allan Poe, which is where the genre started. Murders in the Rue Morgue is kind of commonly considered sort of one of the early kind of prototypes of this genre. So yeah, I don't know. And given the topic that we're going to have it be a clerical mystery and have our priests here, a little priest. Yeah, figured Gothic made sense.
It's a departure, but it's still within the kind of realms of classic murder mysteries. This one owes a lot to they're called locked door mysteries, which are sort of impossible crimes that make no sense and that have no any logic to them. They don't seem to sort of add up on first viewing, and also thrown into that is a sort of a religious aspect of faith and belief and all of those things.
Well, I said I would do the movie without knowing any characters or reading the script, honestly, because I wanted to do. I'm such a fan of the series that I was like, what an honor, and absolutely, I'll do whatever. But to give you a description, she's not the greatest cop. You know what I mean? She does the best she can with what she's got, and calls Benoit for help on solving a crime that happens in her town. She doesn't have very much help in her town, and she's understaffed, and she feels like this guy can come in and really
because
solve.
It appears to be an impossible crime.
Yes.
It appears on paper to be kind of like
there's no real solution to this crime.
It's a miracle, right? That's the assumption.
Well, it's a Hail Mary. It's like worst case scenario. I think there's a suspect. She's not sure if that suspect is actually a suspect, and then she calls in because she's uncertain of the circumstance.
It's an interesting character, I thought, because there wasn't a lot to the guy. He's the town doctor, and I think the ambiguity of sort of the descriptiveness of a lot of the characters really open it up, and also it's a mystery too. So you kind of want to leave things on, not on the table. So, and the short of it, he's the town doctor, and he has a great faith in the congregation, and but he is in crisis as well. He's lost his wife and his children, and he leans on the church for solace. Huh? They left him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it sound like it was.
I mean, look, he's a sad guy. He's a very sad guy. Doctor Sad is what I like to call him. No, he's victimized. He's not a victim.
Lee Ross is a writer, quite a relatively successful writer of sci-fi sort of novels, and he's sort of escaped to this part of the world he's a kind of fanatic type person. Yes, it was really really fun character to play.
How do you channel a fanatic person? What did you do to prepare?
I think I'm a fan of things.
Wow, Andrew. Wow.
I just went to the US Open. Tennis fan. That's what a fanatic is at its root.
I know. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Let's move on. Yeah, let's just listen. I don't think I can top that.
One of the things that really drew me to Vera was that she was a woman of great ambition. She went to law school and she had these big dreams of kind of making the world a better place. And then she gets tied down into her father's law firm and kind of stuck in this town with this congregation and these people, and to kind of think about what that does to a person, the dreams deferred, and sort of what their place might be in the community. It was really exciting. But it was the community part. It was like, in Vera's mind, she's sort of stuck here with these people. But in Kerry's mind, it was like, I'm trapped with the people I admire and respect the most. And I was so happy that Vera's destiny was to be stuck with these people because I got to work with them,
Yeah, for me, I'd played a priest before. I played Mr. Elton in an adaptation of Emma years ago, and I grew up Irish Catholic. I find Ryan and I had chats quite early on about this sort of like the difference in, or how interesting it is that you can have two priests who believe this in the same God, but fundamentally in such a different way, that one person can see this God as a fearing, punishing God, and that another one with the totally same belief about this church and this writing can see the God as a forgiving, all loving God. So that was like interesting to me immediately as a dynamic. And then when you're playing, as Ryan said, into the sort of narrative that has guilt and remorse and shame and everything else running through it, that's just interesting to be played by someone who believes in forgiveness and faith and hope, you know. So I like that sort of dynamic.
Having been offered this role, it's one of the few roles, I think the other one, in all honesty, was Dune, where I'd worked with Denis, and I knew Denis, and they said, you know, would you be interested? And I said just yes, immediately. And even before reading this, I said that I was a yes. Knowing Ryan's writing, this cast, I know most of the cast, and I've worked with some of the cast already, and I love this cast. And you just knew it was going to be elevated. And my wife had reminded me that I had said like 8 months before, God, I need to mix it up, and I would love to play like a televangelist or something. Mm-hmm. And then this role came along, and it was challenging in a lot of different ways, because you say it's more weighty in the Edgar Allan Poe aspects of it, but there was always a great kind of absurdist, humorous feeling on set. Mm-hmm. It's elevated in that way where it always feels like, is this serious, or is it, you know, is it what's the word? Morbid. Yeah. You know, dark, morbid, and dark. So yeah, it was a really fun set to be on, as dark as it seems.
Yes, I drive in as a young man. Just a lovely young man. He's a guy who tried his hand at politics, and essentially you find him coming back to his hometown, and he's kind of licking his wounds a little bit. And I think he's a guy who seems to be ostracized from the congregation. And essentially, I like to say that he's someone with a lot of ambition, but not very much direction. So he's kind of fervent to kind of have success, but he doesn't know what that is. So he's also just a short term. He's a bit of an asshole at times. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. maybe he's a nice guy. He's just a young man who has ambition, but just kind of doesn't know what to grab onto. I think he's a little bit directionless when you first meet him.
I play Simone, who is a sort of prodigy, world-class Yo-Yo Ma level cellist. Well, I tried my best. And her life gets turned upside down whenever she develops this chronic pain, and her career disappears, and then she moves to the small town where she joins a congregation. It was so much. I got to sort of speed learn how to play a cello, which isn't really a thing, but fun challenge.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We were on location, and the last one was very particular because it was COVID and we were locked into a hotel, so we couldn't actually go anywhere. But it's really important for the movies that we have from day one. We form a relationship, we form a working relationship, and the best way to do that is hang out with each other. So no one goes to their trailers. We have a green room that we all sat in. Andrew slept in, and. And we joked a lot and just had a lot of fun.
Sometimes I wasn't asleep. I was pretending to sleep.
Yeah. He didn't really want to join in, so he'd sort of he'd zone out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun. We had movable tent with a nice little. They would put down a kind of a little carpet and then bring in a air conditioner in the middle of a forest.
That's true.
So it was fantastic. And we did. I mean, it was just so boring to go to your camper. Why would anybody do that? So we really, really we laughed a lot. We told stories. Josh wrote a speech for best man at a wedding, and we gave him notes.
We workshopped it endlessly.
It's a writer's room.
We had Kerry and I had our dogs, which always adds a wonderful dimension. Jeremy Renner, when he first came, I thought, he was really kind of the quiet one, and we knew he was recovering from his terrible injuries. But at the end, I mean, I just one of the funniest, and we played backgammon, mostly Mila and I. Even in the church on a pew, we would be playing backgammon. So yeah, it's just I think, and then when you get on the set, there's a wonderful kind of collaborative concentration. So, but to be able to have a room where you could go and just kind of shake it all out, it really was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
Ryan, before I let you go, where on earth would you go next? I mean, is the mind already ticking?
Get all three companies together.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's have a mega Avengers assemble, and we'll get you a big glove, and you can do that. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. I don't know. I mean, we'll see where it goes. Also, I feel weird talking in front of you guys about a possible next movie. I feel like talking, I don't want to cheat. I'm not doing.
We're fans. We're fans. Yeah, so whatever you do next, we'll be excited about.
No, but I mean, like right now, all I'm thinking about is tonight, where we're gonna show the movie to these guys and show them their amazing work that they did, and show a Toronto crowd, which is gonna be fun. But if I can keep coming back with Daniel and every once in a while making one of these movies the rest of my life, I mean, you get to work with the most talented actors on the planet and get to tell a fun story and have a good time. It's kind of everything that it's kind of everything you want in making a movie. So no complaints.
That's lovely. Well, listen, congratulations. I can't wait to see it.
Us too.
You must all be really excited to see it yourselves. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.